everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a fun one because we are going to be talking about some new makeup launches. Honestly, I wasn't sure what I wanted to film today. I needed to film something, but I wasn't sure what. I feel like I'm kind of running low on video ideas, so leave in the comments any requests you may have. But I know that I personally really like listening to people talk about new launches and to hear their opinions on things, so I thought I would just do that today because you guys seem to like them as well.
Hi friends, it's Editing Kelsey. I just wanted to say something before I get into the video. I had a really hard time with these lashes this day, and I just wanted to apologize for my uneven eyeliner and all the smudgies. It's been driving me crazy while I've been editing, so I just wanted to say that in case it's been bothering you too. Okay, bye!
Just a little quick update. You know, I always gotta do these. We are finally eligible to get our vaccines in our area, so I am really excited to finally get vaccinated. My area is a little short on vaccines right now, so it might be still like a month or so until we're actually able to get it. But the fact that we're even eligible to get it is like so exciting to me. It finally gives me some hope, you know, like there's a light at the end of the tunnel maybe. So anyway, that's all that's new with me. Also, okay, this is like really not interesting, but you can tell I'm in quarantine still. There was a robin's nest right outside my window and she laid some eggs the other day and now they're gone. I think a squirrel must have come and eaten them or something, or like a crow, or I don't know what. But I went to go check on the eggs this morning. It's just outside my window, like right behind my camera, and they were no longer there. And I was really sad. Anyway, those are like the two most exciting things that have happened recently. So that's when you know your life is getting boring. Anyway, I'll stop talking and we can just get into what you're here for, the makeup launches. I feel like I just posted one of these, but since the last time I posted, there have been so many new launches. So I'm really excited to talk about some of them today because I have a lot of thoughts, like a lot of thoughts. I never wear my hair down and it's driving me crazy already. I've had it down for like 20 minutes. I'm just such a ponytail, hair back kind of gal. You almost will never see me with my hair down. So this is like a once in a blue moon type of thing. Okay, so the first thing, actually I'll scooch over as I do so that I can put my pictures of the products here. I'm getting these photos off of Trendmood and I'm gonna go in order from oldest to newest. I don't know why, but I just feel like that's the order I should go in. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the new ColourPop color sticks. I think these are really cool. I got a couple in the Limoncello collection and I really enjoyed the formula. I thought they were really good. Also, if you watched my review on the Limoncello collection, I'll link it in the cards up above. If you watched that video, you would know that I couldn't find the pencil sharpener on the sticks. It's actually at the back on the bottom of it. I did find it. The one that I tried, because I did try to pull off the end of the stick, but the one that I tried to pull off, I like couldn't get it off even after discovering that it was there. So I still can't get that one off, but the other ones I did find it. It's at the bottom of the stick. Just have to remove the little thing. That's not helpful. ColourPop posted a video on their Instagram page about how to actually do it. So I was really happy that I finally figured it out. I'm gonna be talking a lot in this video, so I'm actually gonna change my lip color because this is already getting too goopy. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I changed into my Bite Kelsey lipstick just so I can talk freely and the sides of my mouth won't get all goopy and stuff. So yeah, I really like that they launched more shades of those ColourPop sticks. I feel like they're really fun. You can use them as liners, you can use them as shadows. I really like multi-use products lately. And I think the shades that they launched are really quite pretty. That light teal is beautiful, as well as that purple. It's a bit of like a deeper purple, or more like a mid-tone purple, but it's warmer. It's like a warmer purple, and I think that that's really pretty. The beige one could be used as an eyeshadow base on a skin tone like mine. I don't know, I just really like this product. I think it's a good launch for ColourPop. I'm curious to know if this launch did well for them or not. I feel like it's a good opportunity for ColourPop to launch more of these products in their limited edition collections. Next up, this product's already launched. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos on it, but it is by Rare Beauty and it is their new eyeshadow palette. I forget what it's called. Always an Optimist, something hokey like that. I don't Always an Optimist? No, I think that's the eye primer. I don't really know what this is called, but I feel like a lot of people actually really like this palette. I personally just hate it. Just hate it. I don't know why. I don't like the moon-shaped eyeshadows. I really don't like different shaped eyeshadows in a palette. It just bugs me for some reason. This one isn't bad. It's not so much about the shape. I just really don't like that the biggest pan is a glitter. I don't know. I'm just so over pressed glitters. Is anyone else? I find them so annoying. I don't like working with them. They hurt my eyelids. I know they're not technically supposed to be on your eyelids, but then don't put them in eyeshadow palettes.
Hi friends, it's Editing Kelsey here. I just wanted to point out that nowhere on the Rare Beauty or Sephora website does it state or imply that the pressed glitter is not suitable for the eye area. I find that really strange because large glitter particles containing PET are usually not approved for eye use. I'm not sure why there is no disclaimer, but I just wanted to mention that in case any of you have the palette. Please be careful and do some more research.
The micro glitter is also really bad for the environment, so I don't like that. I'm just really over pressed glitters, I don't know. It's just not my favorite. In real life, I never use them. The only time I use them is for looks I create on Instagram, and even then, like, I don't love it because they scratch the shit out of my eyelids. So realistically, in my day-to-day life, I would literally never ever use this pressed glitter, let alone an entire pan size. I get why they made it the biggest pan because it's supposed to be like the star of the show, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like the color story is really basic, but I feel like everyone really liked it. And I don't know if it's just because it's like Rare Beauty and it's Selena Gomez, but I haven't heard a lot of people critique this palette. And I think that it's kind of, you know, worth a critique or two personally. I think the color story is boring. I don't know. Not a fan. If you picked up this palette and you enjoy it, I would love to know. I don't think I'll pick it up. I'm fairly certain I won't pick it up, but I would be interested to know if anyone's picked it up and if they like it or not. I do think the layout is kind of cute. I take back what I said. It looks like moons, you know, and then there's like the full moon in the center. I think that's kind of cute. I think it's just the pressed glitter and the color story that I'm not a fan of, but the glitter to matte ratio is pretty good. Like, it looks like it'd be a nice palette. It's just, yeah, the color story is very boring in my opinion, and I hate that huge pressed glitter right in the center. Like, it just stares at me and I just don't like that. So enough of ripping on Selena Gomez's creations. Next up, we have a launch from Benefit that really confuses me. It's the Fouroscope. I like that play on words. That's kind of cute. You have Earth Angel, Air Goddess, and Fire Queen. I don't understand why they wouldn't add a fourth one if they're gonna do Fouroscope. Like, you could have 4 palettes, and then you can have Earth, Air, Fire, and Water. Earth, Air, Fire, and Water. I can't raise this hand without doing my pinky. Earth, Air, Fire, Water. That's the best it's gonna get. So that confuses me as to why they didn't add a fourth one. I feel like it would be fun to like collect your sign. I'm a fire sign, yeah. So I would get the Fire Queen one if I was interested in this palette, and if Benefit was actually cruelty free. They're not. But the reason that this really confuses me, first of all, there's a hula in each palette. There's a Georgia in one. Oh no, there's a Georgia in 2 of them, but one of them is a large pan and one of them is a small pan. I don't know if that's because one's supposed to be a bronzer and one's supposed to be a blush. I don't really understand. I feel like there's no cohesiveness, like at least with other face palettes, like ColourPop just launched face palettes and it's very obviously a highlighter and 3 blushes. This one is a little confusing because the Earth Angel one looks like it has a highlighter, and then the Air Goddess and Fire Queen, they both have this deeper color, but the Earth Angel one doesn't. But the deeper shade, it's like a different size in each of the palettes. Does that mean that it's supposed to serve a different purpose in each palette? This launch just confuses me, and honestly, every palette looks kind of the same. Like the Hula and the Georgia, they kind of look like they could both work. Not only that, but there's not a bronzer for deeper skin tones. That deep blush might look nice on deeper skin tones, but it's like if they just have a Hula bronzer, like what's a deep person to do with that? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just really don't understand this launch. I feel like it's very confusing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with each shade. I think that this is a cute idea and that it could have been really cool, but execution was just really lacking with this one for me anyway. Yeah, I don't really get it. I keep staring at it, trying to make sense of it, and I just can't. I don't understand it at all. Okay, so moving on, this is a new launch from Pharmacy. It's the Sweet Apple Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. I really like the cleansing balms from Pharmacy. I think they work really well. I'm currently using the Green Clean one. I would be interested next time I need a cleansing balm in trying the Sweet Apple. I know that they've done a cherry one in the past, and I do like that they're creating, you know, different scents. It makes taking off your makeup a little bit more fun. Normally, I don't love fragrance in my products. That being said, it doesn't irritate my skin, and a cleansing balm isn't really on my skin long enough for me to be concerned about the fragrance that's in the product. I'm literally just smearing it all over my face for 5 seconds and then wiping it all off and cleansing my skin. So it doesn't really bother me that there's fragrance there. I feel like in this case, it just adds to the experience for me personally. I would like to see them come out with an unscented option though. I don't know if they've already done that. Ooh. Sorry, I have an itch. I don't know if they've already done that, but if they haven't, I would indeed like to see an unscented option, just because not everyone feels the same way as me regarding scents in their makeup removers. I completely understand. It really irritates some people's skin. So I feel like providing an unscented option would also be a great move on their part, just to be like inclusive so everyone can try their product, because it is quite a good product, the Melt Away Cleansing Balms. They do work really well, and I feel like they're kind of excluding the sensitive skin population by not having an unscented option. Ugh, Ryan's home. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. And the next launch that I want to talk about is from MAC, and this one really freaked me out. I don't like it. First of all, it's a launch by MAC, but it's for the MAC Underground program. I don't know what that is. I'll have to do more research, but if you know what it is, please leave it in the comment down below because I've never heard of it personally. So this is a lime green lip balm. I guess it's based off of a cult favorite lip gloss that they launched, like, I think it was the early 2000s they launched this one, which I find interesting. So this is called the Squirt Balm. I don't know about you, but I would never want to put something on my lips that is called Squirt Balm. I will not be purchasing this one. I just wanted to talk about it because it's kind of strange to me. It's a balm gloss hybrid with a melting texture, no stickiness, with a plumping benefit. They said that even though it's like lime green in the tube, it goes on like a golden honey color. So yeah, that's interesting. I won't be purchasing it. MAC's not cruelty free, but the fact that it's called Squirt Balm, I just had to talk about it briefly. Yeah, it says the Millennium Must Have returns as a remixed balm. So I guess Millennium, it must have been the early 2000s or like 2000. I've never heard of that shade personally, but I wonder why they discontinued it if it was like a cult favorite. Anyway, moving on, we have some Makeup Revolution. They launched the Aristocats Collection. I think that's what this is. Makeup Revolution just keeps coming through with the Disney launches. It's honestly getting quite overwhelming. It kind of feels like ColourPop, but worse because they're launching back-to-back Disney collections. At least with ColourPop, there's like a different collection between the Disney ones, but this one is just like back-to-back Disney, and it's a little overwhelming. I don't know if this collection would come to Canada. I wouldn't be interested in purchasing this, even if it did come to Canada. Aristocats just wasn't my favorite Disney movie, and this palette, it's just a lot of shades. I just like things that are more concise and smaller right now. The color story just kind of overwhelms me personally, so yeah, I won't be purchasing this. What else does it come with? It comes with 2 pairs of lashes. They don't look like they would be my style. They look a little bit plasticky. And an eyeshadow palette, 3 lip glosses, and are those highlighters? Maybe? They look like highlighters. I love cats though, so I think the little paw prints on the packaging are so cute. But other than that, I don't think anything from this collection is really calling to me. I wouldn't be interested in purchasing any of it. I also have another collection from Makeup Revolution, and it's another Disney collab. See, this is what I mean, back to back to back. This one is The Little Mermaid. The palette I actually kind of like. I think it goes well with the Little Mermaid theme. It looks like it also comes with a face palette. I can't really see that in the photo though. A lip gloss and a highlighter. The Little Mermaid was my favorite Disney movie for sure, hands down. I don't think I'd be interested in purchasing this though. I just don't love Disney enough personally to collect these collections. And yeah, so I'm definitely gonna pass on this one, but I do like this collection better than the Aristocats one, especially the palette. I do like that one significantly better, but yeah, still won't be purchasing this. This next launch I thought was rather interesting. It's by Illamasqua, and these are color correcting bronzers. It neutralizes redness and balances skin tone while creating a natural sun-kissed glow. I find it interesting. Why is there a blue stripe in the middle? Is that to like counteract the orange in the bronzer? Because if it was, why wouldn't you just make a more neutral toned bronzer? Personally, I just find that rather strange. I would be interested in doing more research as to how these actually work, but just right off the bat, just looking at this collection, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I do like these lip products. I don't know if Illamasqua is actually cruelty free. I've never really looked into their products. I've never really been interested enough to want to purchase from them, so I've never looked it up. But I do kind of like these lip products that are one color and have a different color stripe down the middle. I think that's rather interesting. Someone said in the comments that this one promotional image looks like her lip is being sucked by a vacuum, and I can't unsee it, so now I'm gonna insert it here so you guys can feel my pain too. I think it's hilarious, so I just wanted to share that. But yeah, I think these lip products are rather interesting. The bronzers seem a little bit hokey to me though. Let me know what you guys think about that. Next up is a launch from Haus Labs, and this is the first Haus Labs launch that I'm actually interested in. So congratulations to Haus Labs for finally intriguing me. These are the PhD Hybrid Lip Oil Stains. I love stains. First of all, the one thing I do have to say, why is there a clear one? If it's a lip balm stain, like that's obviously not gonna stain. Or maybe it's a color changing one. I don't know, that'd be cool. But I really like this idea of a lip oil that leaves a stain as it like fades. Because if you've worn lip oils, you probably know that they don't last long. So just to have that little kiss of color after it fades from your lips, I feel like that's really pretty. And I feel like that's a perfect launch for summer. It would kind of look like you've just eaten a popsicle or something. I don't know, I really like this concept, and I would actually consider picking one of these up. I don't know when they launch, but I will definitely have to keep an eye out. Next up, a launch launch from ColourPop. I was kind of hoping I'd get these in PR, but so far no luck. It's the new 5 pans. I just think that they're really pretty. That's all. I like the color stories. I like that they're all, you know, monochromatic. It's kind of like an extension of their monochromatic 9 pans, but now they're 5 pans. I really quite like monochromatic things. I like smaller, concise color stories. So this also fits that bill. Yeah, I just think that it's a fun launch. I don't know how these were received. I actually didn't look into it, but I think that they're really pretty. Those 2 hot orange shades, like those look spicy. Those look fun for summer. I just really like seeing color being launched, especially in the spring and summer. I think it's really fun. Next up, ooh, I don't like this one at all. It's a launch by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and these are their face palettes. Okay, I don't like these. First of all, there's only 3 shades. Second of all, if we're gonna look at, let's just look at the light shade for right now. That bronzer in the light palette is so incredibly deep. I don't think I would be able to wear it. I think they need to have one more shade on the fair end of the spectrum. And then for the deep shade, first of all, that wine blush is very beautiful, but if you look at the bronzer, it looks like it's the same color as the model's skin tone. So pretty much anyone deeper than that wouldn't be able to wear that. So I would honestly like to see 2 more shades on the deep end of the spectrum for a total of 6 shades. I feel like that would be way more inclusive. Not only that, but these look kind of ashy. Like it's a summer launch, but they really lack a lot of warmth. This is just my personal opinion, but yeah, I'm just not a fan of them. I feel like Anastasia Beverly Hills has really lost their magic. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but maybe I'll do like a whole video on that. I know Smoky Glow did a video on that, and I would be interested in doing that too, just because I feel like it's true. Every launch that Anastasia Beverly Hills has come out with, everyone's just kind of like, what? Like they used to be such leaders of the cosmetic industry and they've really fallen behind in my personal opinion. I think I will do a video on that. I feel like that's kind of like a juicy topic. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. But yeah, this is a hard pass for me. I don't like face palettes really in general, and especially not these ones. Next up is a launch from Kaleidos, and I think this product is so beautiful. It's the Flower Punk eyeshadow palette. Kaleidos is a brand that has been on my radar for about 6 months now, and I'm really interested in trying their palettes. This one really reminds me of Melt Cosmetics. I really like Melt Cosmetics color stories, and I feel like this is kind of similar in the fact that it's really unique. So this is definitely a launch that I would be really interested in. I feel like their shimmers just look so beautiful. Super reflective, duochromatic, like just really quite fun. That matte teal is really pretty. The matte peach is really pretty. And then you have some kind of grungy olivey tones. I think it's such a unique color story, and I do think it's really quite beautiful. So I would definitely be interested in purchasing that. I don't know if I actually will, because like money's tight right now, but I'm definitely intrigued. Next up is a launch from Jaclyn Cosmetics. It is their Prep and Set collection. Prep, bake, brighten, and set your way to a flawless complexion. I personally feel like this launch is very 2017. I don't know why I think this, but I feel like Jaclyn Cosmetics launches are all very dated and not very trendy. I feel like the baking and brightening trend is really not very popular anymore. That, and then her last launch was liquid lipsticks, which also I don't think was super popular anymore. She did blinding highlights, and I feel like a more natural glow is more popular. I don't know if it's because she took so long to actually formulate and create her brand, or if it's like the whole lipstick issue that happened that kind of pushed back all of her other launches. I don't know what the reasoning is, but I just feel like all of her launches seem very dated and not very on trend anymore. I do like that she has swatches on different skin tones. She is launching different tones of this palette because it's not going to be a one size fits all. I do like that. Does it go deep enough? I'm not sure. It's hard for me to say as a white person. I definitely won't be purchasing. It's not really a brand that I want to support, but I did want to talk about this because I thought it was an interesting launch, especially after launching liquid lipsticks, because I'm pretty sure I said the same thing last time, that like liquid lipsticks really aren't in anymore. It's more of a glossy formula that's in. So yeah, I just feel like I'm saying the same thing about every Jaclyn Cosmetic launch, to the point where I think it's becoming a bit of a trend. I'm definitely interested to see what she comes out with next, but I will not be purchasing from this one. Next up is something that I'm really interested in because I love body creams. This is the Butter Drop Whipped Oil Body Cream from Fenty Skin. I would definitely be interested in trying this. It is a little bit more expensive. I don't know if it has a scent. I asked on Trendmood and no one got back to me, but I would be interested to know if it is fragranced. For my body, I do love a good fragrance. I just like to smell good. What can I say? And I'm pretty sure this product, you can actually buy the packaging once and then purchase refills. I feel like that is much more environmentally friendly. I'd have to see see how thick the refill plastic is, but I do like that concept of paying less because you don't need to buy the packaging multiple times. You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely something that I would be interested in and something that I definitely would consider trying. I talked about what I'm currently using on my body in my Sephora sale haul video. I'll link it in the cards up above. I'm currently using the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow and I like it so far, but I'm definitely open to trying new formulas. I don't love it so much that it's like my holy grail. So yeah, I would definitely be interested in purchasing this once that is all used up. Next up, I find this interesting. This is a launch by NYX Cosmetics. It's their Butter Gloss in the shade Cinnamon Roll. This does not make me want to buy the lip gloss. It makes me want to eat a cinnamon roll. I don't think the color is anything crazy. I'm curious as to why they just launched one. Was this like a limited edition release that was super popular and they're bringing it back or something? I would have to do more research on that, but I thought it was kind of interesting that they're only launching one color. And yeah, this is just selling me the idea of getting a cinnamon roll more than actually getting a lip gloss. I do like the NYX Butter Gloss formula. It is good, but I don't know, the color just doesn't really speak to me. Next up is a launch from Fenty Beauty, not Fenty Skin. It's the Bright Fix Eye Brightener. Can we just first of all acknowledge that Fenty really came through with the shade range for an eye brightener? I feel like the gold standard for an eye brightener in recent years is the Becca Cosmetics Under Eye Brightener, and that comes in 2 shades. Like, it's really not appropriate, but this is nice. This is really exciting. I don't know if I would use something like this. I've never really used an eye brightener, so I would be interested in trying something like this, but I'm not like itching to go out and buy it right away, if that makes sense. This is probably a launch that I would just rather watch a lot of reviews, see if it would be a good fit for me, and then go out and try it. So yeah, I think that the fact that they have 18 shades is really amazing, especially because it is an under eye brightener, so it's meant to be covered with concealer. Oftentimes, I mean, you don't have to do that, but it isn't like a foundation where it has to match your skin tone exactly. So I think 18 shades is more than sufficient. Oh, I think it's 16 shades actually, but again, I think that's more than enough. I think everyone would have a shade, and yeah, I think this is a really solid launch from Fenty, and I think it's going to be a popular one because a lot of people do really like under eye brighteners. Next up is a launch from Morphe. Also, I just found out that Morphe is no longer cruelty-free. They've been selling in mainland China apparently since March of 2021, and I had no idea. And I just talked about how much I love their blush trios, so I'm a little bit disappointed in myself that I didn't know that earlier, but I don't really buy a lot of Morphe anyway, so it is what it is. As an entire brand, Morphe's morals have really bothered me, so it's not really a surprise to me. I just feel like they're willing to do anything in order to make money, and that includes like deceiving their customers, you know, animal testing. It makes sense. I am disappointed, but I'm not surprised. But this is the new Morphe and Coca-Cola collection. I would not guess that this is Coca-Cola by looking at it. The only product that looks like it belongs in a Coca-Cola collection is, I believe it's a mascara. It's in a red tube and it says Coca-Cola. It looks like a can of Coke. Everything else, like the eyeshadow palette, does not look like Coca-Cola to me. It looks like those are lip glosses. Those don't look like it for me. Like, nothing else reminds me of Coca-Cola at all. I feel like their first launch was pretty good in the sense that it really resembled a Coca-Cola collection. It was a lot of reds and silvers and all that kind of stuff. But this one, like, I just don't think a round 2 was necessary. And honestly, this collection is just confusing. Like, when I was looking at it, I couldn't tell that it was Morphe, and I also couldn't tell who they were collaborating with. So I feel like branding wise, they didn't do a very good job. Definitely won't be purchasing this because it's not cruelty free, but even if it was, I wouldn't really be interested. I don't really like this collection, honestly. I do like the color story. I just think it doesn't fit the theme well. Ooh, this one I'm really excited about. This is a new collection launched by Juvia's Place. I've actually never tried Juvia's Place. They've kind of been on my list for a while. I've heard so many great things about their eyeshadow formulas. They are launching a whole collection, and honestly, I'm not really interested in the other things in the collection. What I am interested in is those bronzer duos. I have been looking for a solid bronzer line for so long. Something that really goes deep enough, and I feel like this is a solid range. This really does go quite deep. And not only does it go quite deep, but it also goes quite fair, which is amazing. I was really interested in another black-owned brand's bronzers, the Colored Rain bronzer, but they don't go fair enough for me, and I really want to try their formula. They said that they'll be launching more colors because I asked them on Instagram, but they don't have a color for me right now. So the fact that Juvia's Place is launching with a color that's fair enough for me is super exciting, and I can't wait to support this launch. I can't wait to try it. This is definitely something that's going right at the top of my wish list, and I am so excited about it. I don't know what retailers you can get Juvia's Place from. I know you can get them at Ulta, but Ulta doesn't ship to Canada, so I don't know where else I can get Juvia's Place. Or maybe their direct website ships here. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. If you know about where I can get Juvia's Place in Canada, please let me know. So yeah, this is going right to the top of my wish list. I really want to try this. And that is it for me today. I really enjoyed discussing some of these launches with you. I feel like I haven't done one of these videos in a while, and it really felt good to just talk about new launches, get excited about new makeup and whatnot. So yeah, I think that is it for me today. Please leave it in the comments down below below what is on your wish list and what new launches you're interested in. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to. If you don't, that's okay. I just really appreciate you being here. It helps out my channel so much by you watching, so thank you. Please leave any video requests you may have in the comments down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!